Since taking over the country following his father's death last December, Kim Jong-un has been securing his grip on power. Yonsei University professor Moon Chung-in says if Pyongyang can beat rival South Korea into space, that would further bolster the young leader.
If North Korea is successful in putting the satellite in the orbit, that will be a kind of scientific victory for North Korea. And then that will boost the political legitimacy of North Korean leader.
The North Korean launch window coincides with key elections in Japan on December 16th and here in South Korea on the 19th. While Pyongyang certainly would like to see the conservatives in both countries fare poorly, a North Korean launch instead could give those candidates a boost.
That can be turned into long-range ballistic missile technology. Then there can be threat to South Korea, Northeast Asia, even to the United States. That being the case, they can hurt the candidate from opposition party who has been favoring engagement with North Korea. But overall, I would argue that the satellite launching by North Korea will help the candidate from the ruling party.
The South Korean and Japanese militaries are deploying forces to intercept the rocket should it veer off course and threaten to fall on land. A punitive response is expected to come from diplomatic quarters rather than through military action. That action has been under discussion by diplomats, especially those from the United States, Japan, and South Korea, who have been meeting this week in Seoul and Washington. Japanese diplomat Shinsuke Sugiyama says the international community is still trying to convince North Korea not to go ahead with the planned launch.
This launch is going to constitute the clear violation of the relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions.
U.S. State Department spokesman Mark Toner.
All three countries also affirmed that if North Korea does in fact proceed with a launch, we would seek action by the UN Security Council. But I'm not going to get into what that might be.
Published reports indicate that would in part involve freezing international bank accounts of North Korea, further isolating the reclusive and impoverished country. Steve Herman, VOA News, Seoul.